This is episode number 125. Does alcohol affect your weight loss results? Welcome everybody to another episode here in Body and Mind Transformation by Custom Body Fitness. This is your health coach, Sandro Torres. And today we're going to be talking about a small story about the results that one of our members delivered that month and the things that she was doing to get those results and the things that were not helping her to get results, such as alcohol. But what were the things, how she was drinking and what she was deciding to drink, and the things that she can do to stop drinking and how can she improve her results. So this talk that I'm going to give you, it's about more than anything the things that you can do when you're going out and make a plan for you not to drink or drink minimum if you care about your results. So without further introduction, let's listen to the talk. At CBF, we know that for you to change your body, you need to change your mind. Exercise and eating healthy is only part of the plan. We care about our members as we care about our family, because our members become our family. It is not about competition, but support. It is not about being the strongest or the fastest, but about you defeating your negative self. It is about working together and making the task challenging and have fun. By the end, what matters is not how hard the session was, but that you take control of your mind so you can take control of your body. My name is Sandro Torres, and I'm happy you are part of our family. Welcome to Custom Body Fitness. Welcome everybody to another talk here with your health coach, Sandro Torres. Today, I'm going to tell you a small story of one of our members. It was time for her evaluation, and she delivered good results. She lost around 3 pounds of fat and gained around 2 pounds of muscle. I sit with her and I start interviewing her, and I asked her what were the things she was doing to get those results, and she told me that she was consistent with her weightlifting 3 times a week. She was walking her dog every day, and also she was eating healthy. And then, since I knew she could deliver better results, I asked her another question, which is, do you think there is anything else that you can do to improve your results? And she said yes. And that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about. She said, well, do you remember that we set up a goal about drinking, about stop drinking, or at least cutting my alcohol? And I said, yes. So the goal was to have 5 drinks a week. And I said, yes. Well, I haven't been able to hit that target. And I said, tell me about it. And she said, well, when weeks are normal, when everything is normal, I can manage to have 5 drinks a week. But when I have reunions, baby showers, parties, and things to attend socially, I drink more than what I'm supposed to drink. And then I asked her another question. I said, well, do you really want to work on that, or are you happy with the decisions that you're making? And she said, I do want to work on that, but I don't know what to do. And I asked a couple questions, and she said, well, I find it difficult when I'm out and with my friends to relax and I decide to drink. And I said, okay, so tell me, what is the real reason why are you drinking? Is it peer pressure, or is it because you like to drink, or is something else? And she said, she started thinking, and finally she said, the reason is because I have many things in my head. There is many things that I have to do. Since I help my husband run a business, I have a list of things. And when I'm with my friends, I can't shut my brain down. I keep thinking about the things that I have to do. And when I have a drink or 2 drinks, then I can stop and I can be present with my friends. Okay. So I said, that's good, I believe. Do you want to be present with your friends? But can you do it without alcohol? And she said, the problem is my brain. I believe that because I can stop thinking about things, that's why I choose to drink. And I told her the things that I do, for example, know about drinking because I don't drink. I do other things such as work. My One of my vices is work. I love to work. I love to do these things, and I can shut down my brain because I have a lot of things to do for custom body fitness, for our trainers, for our members, open up more custom body fitness, setting up new system, creating these videos and so on. So I have a list of things to do that when I sit with my daughter, I can't stop thinking about the other things that I do. So I explained to her that I have the freedom to work anywhere I want to. I can work at the studio, I can work at home, I can go to a coffee shop. So when I decide to go home and work at home, my daughter is at home. She's 2 years of age and she wants to play. And I really want to play with her. I really want to spend time with her because I love my little girl. When I'm there and she wants to play, I want to play. But at the same time, I had things in my head, things that I have to get done that day. If I don't get it done, I'm not going to get it done at any moment. So I tell or remember that sometimes I decide not to go home, to go to a coffee shop, to stay in the office and work from there. And the reason why is because I have a list of things. Everything that I have to do, that I have to complete for that week, for that month, I have a list. And that list, I start working on that list every day, of course. So when I have that list, I work for an hour or 2 hours and I focus only on that thing that I have to get done, that project. Then when I'm tired, I go home and then I'm present with my daughter, completely present with her. Then I get to play with her for a little over an hour, hour and a half, whatever time. And then I relax a little and then go back to working. So my message to her was, I think what you need to do is set a list of things that you have to do. Whatever is in your head, or everything that is in your head, write it down. Know what you need to do before you go with any of those reunions, party, baby showers, whatever. Set it down. That way your brain knows that you have a list and you don't have to think about it. Now you're present with your friends. And now that you're present, you can enjoy that party. Now, if you really want to have a drink, that's your decision. But be honest with yourself. Having one drink is going to be enough, or two drinks, it's going to be enough when you get out there. With having one or two drinks, where you're going to have the capability of make rational decision, conscious decision, or because you had those drinks, you're not going to be able to make those decisions because the way you're thinking is going to be more relaxed and you don't even want to care about that. And with the peer pressure, even worse, you're going to continue drinking. And she answered that if she plans everything before she goes to the party or anything, most likely she's going to follow the plan. But it would be a good idea to be the designated driver, or also have a friend who's not drinking to help her make the decisions when she had those couple of drinks, not to continue drinking. So my point out of this is, if you really want to stop drinking, you who's watching this video, listening to this talk, if you want to improve your health, if you want to lose more weight, then you have to set up a plan. You don't have to follow exactly what I follow or what I recommend our member. You can come up with a different plan. There is so many tools out there that you can use, but you need to start planning, because if not, you're going to lose control of whatever decisions you make, and especially if you're drinking, because once you're drunk, you're not gonna be able to make those hard decisions, because the alcohol lowers your resistance to make those decisions. And when you have that dialogue in your head about the right things and the wrong things, usually the wrong things win, because you don't want to fight that in your head. Your head really relaxes. And I want to add up something else to this conversation. A few weeks ago, I interviewed a doctor. I actually posted the interview last week, and you can go watch it. And he talks about how bad and how terrible alcohol is. I recommend you go watch the whole interview, but I'm just going to give you this parenthesis. He talks about he was overweight as a doctor. He talks that in school he learned how to diagnose and medicate. His dad died of cancer at 70, and he noticed that he was following the same steps. Then, like I said, I'm going to make this short because he talks about a lot of things, but I'm just going to focus on what we're talking right here about. So he said that he was practicing bad habits, and what he needed to do is start practicing good habits, stop eating junk food and so on. So one of the things that the first things he did to start losing weight was cutting alcohol completely. He used to have like 1 or 2 glasses of wine every night to relax, but he noticed that he wasn't really relaxing. He was actually wasting his energy. He specialized in helping people be healthy by controlling the stress, by having energy and defeat burnout. And one of the things that he talks about, and he's very knowledgeable about, it's about those watches, those devices. They measure your heart rate. And he actually recommend one that I can't remember the brand of it, but if you go to his interview, you can hear what watch he recommends. But he said that this watch, it measures you like if you had a battery. The energy counts like a battery. If you wake up the next morning and you did everything right the night before or the day before, you rested enough, you eat healthy, blah, 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 you exercise. Next day, you wake up with 80%, 90% battery, 100% battery, because you recover. He noticed in his own self, of course, and in his clients, that by wearing this watch, when they had 1 or 2 drinks the night before, the battery of them, what the watch read, it was that they wake up with 30% energy, 30% battery. Can you imagine if you have 80, 90% and you every day doing a lot of things to achieve your goals? Can you imagine one day waking up with 30%? And he said that it's very consistent. Those watches are very consistent. And it gives his clients a vision, a vision of how a picture of how they question their energy and they stress in their body by having those drinks. He mentions that many of his clients won't stop drinking until they start seeing a noticeable, they can see on the watch, negative effect that they haven't because of alcohol. If you want to really lose more weight, like this doctor, his name is Torko Farrow. I just remember his name, but I can't remember the name of the watch. He's an amazing doctor. Once again, I recommend you go watch the interview, and also if you can get his book, The Pulse Cure. That's the name of the book. I recommend you go get it as well. Anyway, what this doctor did was stop drinking to lose that weight. So if I remember that I was talking about, she stopped drinking completely, she would have lost probably 6 to 8 pounds instead of only 3. So there you have it. Hopefully you get the message that if you want to improve your health, lose weight, improve your life, and wake up with more energy, battery, you need to improve your drinking and cut your alcohol. Drink less or cut your alcohol completely. And for you to be able to do that, you need to set up a plan and follow those goals so you don't be caught off guard. Thank you so much. Your health coach Sandro Torres says bye, and we're going to tune in the next one. So there you have it. I hope you like this small talk. I hope it helps you to make better decisions about your drinking, about your health, about your life, about your energy, and you can put this in practice. Because if you cut the alcohol, 100% you're gonna get better results, not only in your weight loss, but also in your life. So hopefully, once again, you like this. Please share with somebody who needs to listen to this talk, and please stay mentally and physically healthy and close to God. Thank you.